Today, we are brewing coffee with Hario Switch. It's a go-to dripper for those just starting pour-over journey, but don't let that fool you. It's designed for both expert and beginners. Curious? You will find out in today's video. Hey coffee lovers, I'm Michael. Welcome to this channel. Right here, we delve into everything coffee, from specialty brewing method to perfect equipment for coffee. If you're passionate about coffee like I am, hit the like button below and subscribe for more. Without further ado, let's dive into today's video. This dripper is made of glass, so it has a faster flow rate. But the downside is that it also has a fast heat dissipation. So I recommend you use the hot water to touch the entire surface before brewing the coffee to maintain the temperature with this dripper. Is it same as the V60 cone shape? The Hario Switch comes into 02 and 03 version. Today we're focusing on the 02 version. It's much like this classic V60 02, but with a twist, this switch button. So you can really use this thing just like the normal V60 without any doubt. So why is this button useful? It's really similar to the clever dripper, but I would say it's much easier to use. When you close the gate, there's a little metal ball will stop water from draining. But when you open it up, all the water flows out. So that means it offers two options for brewing: immersion and percolation. So what are the differences between immersion and percolation? Let's break it down simply. Immersion brewing is very easy, and all the coffee and water just hang out together for the entire brewing time, just like the French fries. Right? Immersion brewing is super easy. Mix your coffee ground and the water in the right proportions and let them steep. And a good cup is usually guaranteed, as long as you have got the right measurement, right temperature. But on the other hand, in percolation method, water steadily drips through all the coffee grounds, slowly extracting all the flavors from coffee. Think of pour-over method, V60, Chemex, or like filter machine, or even the espresso. Percolation brewing is trickier than immersion. You have got to ensure the water flows evenly to the coffee within a set of time and let it just get it right. But with complexity comes control. The percolation method gives you more say in the final taste. You can play around with the different flavors by adjusting the extraction time. A longer brews might mellow out more acidity, while a quicker one can bring out more fruity notes. It's like just crafting your own coffee experience. So that's why the Hario Switch can kill two birds with one stone, because you can play with this dripper and conduct various experiments. Let's get into the most important part. I've tried many different recipes with this dripper. Finally, I found a recipe can make coffee full of sweetness and have a balanced result. It is similar to a recipe from Tesukasuya, but I have made some tweaks. So I'm using Ethiopia Sidamo, light roast, 60 grams of coffee beans, and I will finish the brewing with 240 milliliters of coffee. The grind size is medium grind, and I'm using 8.5 clicks from the Varia VS3 grinder. The water temperature is 92 degrees Celsius. For the first part, I will use the percolation method, similar to using the original V60. Keep the bottom open. Pour 60 grams of water for the brewing, and stir the coffee bath for 5 to 10 seconds. After reaching 30 seconds of brewing, do the second pour, pouring water until you reach 120 grams. And after all the water drains down, close the button at this moment. It should be around 1.5 minutes. And here comes a third pour. Just pour all the water in until you reach 240 grams and wait for it to steep. When the clock reaches 2 minutes and 30 seconds, open the gate. Stir once again for 5 to 10 seconds. After all the water drains down, you should finish your brew around 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Then, you will have a full-bodied and great sweetness coffee. So why stir coffee? When brewing coffee, you extract the acidity and the aroma at the very first part. So if you stir the coffee bag at this moment, accelerate the first part to increase the aroma. Additionally, we can ensure that every coffee contact with water. However, if you are using a medium or dark roast coffee, I would recommend just skip this stirring part because you will extract too many bitterness in this coffee. So is this recipe too complicated for you? This recipe seems a little bit complicated, but there's lots of other ways to brew coffee with this Hario Switch. You could just simply close this gate and use the same ratio of coffee beans and pour all the water in and just wait like 3 or 4 minutes to steep. And after that, open the gate and let all the water drains out. It's safe and no-brainer, but I would say it might be a little bit bitter, but it's fine. So why should you use this Hario Switch? So if you are a beginner and looking for a dripper, I would say you should really try this. Why? Because you can practice your pouring skills. You can just close this gate, make steady as you can, learning to practice your pouring skills. Then after that, you just open the gate, let the water drains out. And that cup, almost promised, is a good cup. You won't waste your coffee beans. At the same time, you can learn about the immersion method and the percolation method simultaneously. So I really enjoyed this dripper. I hope that you can have a great time with it as well. Alright guys, so please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about this brewing method and what's your suggestions, what's your thinking, and what's your method you're using with this dripper. Remember, there is no right or wrong in coffee. We all here because we want to find our best coffee method or best coffee for ourselves. So if you like this video, please smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. I will keep posting this coffee brewing method, coffee guiding tips, and happy brewing. See you around.